Hi guys, here I'm going to show you how to import data from Access into Excel. I'll first show you how to make the sample database, and then I'll talk to you just briefly about some of the elements of the sample database in Microsoft Access, and then we'll bring it back to Excel, and I'll show you how you can import the data, and perhaps more importantly, what you can import from the Access database. Before we start, check the video description and click the link to TeachExcel so you can download the files for the tutorial and follow along. And make sure to subscribe and accept notifications so you can see all the new tutorials. First things first, let's go ahead and create our sample database. So first I'm going to open up Microsoft Access, and I am using Office 365 for everything here, so that may give you a reference for the interface. Now, when you first open up Access, you're going to get something like this, and it's going to allow you to select a template. The one we want to select is the North Wind template. It's been around for ages, and it's a great sample template. If you don't see it, you can go ahead up here, and in the search box, just type North Wind and hit Enter. It'll search for a little bit, and then it'll come back with the North Wind database. So then we can click that, choose where you want to save it. Let's just call it test database. Actually, I'm going to say Northwind test database. And let's choose where we want to save it. Then hit OK. And save it in a place where you can easily find it later from Excel. Then we can hit create. It might take a moment. It's going to build the database, and it's going to build some reports, and it's going to put a bunch of sample stuff in there as well. And since we downloaded it from the net, it's going to say it has some active content. It's been disabled. Let's go ahead and enable it. And don't worry about this, it doesn't really matter. This database has a lot of different interesting features implemented into it that you may not have in your database. So you don't need to worry about which employee you are going to select here. Just go ahead and click Login, and that'll take us to the database. Now let's go ahead and open up the navigation pane over here. Click the little arrows, and you can start to see the different elements of this database. Now, if you're not familiar with Access, think of it like this. Whereas Excel, she might be able to walk down the catwalk, look really pretty, nice and elegant. Microsoft Access is the one that's going to be able to do a sprint or even a marathon without keeling over. So it's not going to look as good. It's going to be a little bit rough around the edges, maybe a little bit more difficult to use perhaps, but a lot more robust. So what that means is we get a lot of stuff that kind of looks like Excel but isn't quite. And over here we have all sorts of interesting stuff that you can go through, different reports and things which are kind of fun to look through. But let's talk about the data that we can very easily import into Excel. That's going to be stored in this example right here, supporting objects. So we can open that up, and here we see a bunch of stuff, and what we want to look at are these things at the top, the tables and the queries. So if I double click that, let's say for customers, we can see the customers. This kind of looks like Excel, so you can see why it'll be so easy to import into Excel. And we got a lot of stuff here, pretty cool. And then down here we have queries, which are, let's call them customized versions of tables. They aren't, but maybe that's an easier way to think about it. So if we double click the customers extended, you'll see a little bit more information here, and yeah, it's kind of cool. So this is the stuff that we can import into Excel. Now let's go back to Excel and let's import it. I'm not going to go through all the other stuff up here, but it's pretty cool. So if you have time, check it out and you can see what Access can do. Now that we're back in Excel, it's actually fairly easy to import data from Access so long as it's on the same computer or it's easily reachable. So we just go to the Data tab, and this is for Excel 2016 or 365. In earlier versions, you may need to go to the Get and Transform tab, or just the Data tab is going to look a little bit different than this. But you want to go to the option on the Data tab or the Import region of the Data tab, and then go down to From Database and From Microsoft Access Database. Find the database that we just created. Here's our Northwind test database, and then click Import. And what this is going to do is open up, well, it's going to have, okay, we encountered an error. Details cannot access because it's being used by another process. Okay, so let's go ahead and close the database and see if that fixes it. Okay, let's close this guy. Hit retry. And there we go. It's going to do a little bit of work. It's going to go to the database and it's going to open up a window like this. And here we have the name of the database and all of the items that we can easily import from it. So you can see here we have our queries and our tables down here. So this is the customers table that I showed you right here. It's going to take a moment to fill in. And then after that, we'll go back to the customers extended one. So this isn't the quickest process, even though I have a pretty decent computer at this point, but this is still a pretty easy and robust way to import the data from Access. And what it's going to allow us to do is to create a connection to Access so that whenever data is changed there, it's going to update here in Excel. So it's pretty cool. So this is the customers one, and you can see it has ID in the left column, and here customers extended has the file as and contact name to the left of the ID column. So select what you want. Let's go ahead and select the customers extended one. And if you hit load, it's going to pop it into the spreadsheet, but let's go ahead and hit edit, and that'll take us to the Power Query Editor. I covered this in another tutorial, and it's a pretty cool little feature. So it's an add-on for, I believe, Excel 2013 or 2010, but it's a default thing in 2016 and later. And what it's going to allow us to do is we've got all the data here from Access now that was just created for Northwind, but we can change it here. So when you're getting data from a database like that, you have kind of two options. You can augment the data or change it here, or you can go back to the database and change it. Now you should not really ever be changing anything in the database for the purpose of presenting it in Excel. You should only change it here. As in, let's say we don't need the notes column. Well, you don't want to go to the database and delete it. That's ridiculous. Someone else might need it. You might need it in the Access program itself. If you don't need it here, we can just right-click it, go to remove, and it's gone. Now we don't need a web page. Go here, right click, remove, and it's gone. Let's say we don't want an ID number. Go back here, right click. We want to keep the ID number, but maybe we'll close something else. File as, remove that one. And we can do all sorts of other cool stuff. You can transform it, capitalize it, bold it, format it, do all sorts of fun stuff. And then once you've got it however you wanted, we can go over here. We can change the name of the query so it's a little bit more descriptive. Let's say customers extended edited V1. It's not terrifically more descriptive, but it's not bad. And if we open up the queries pane over here, we can see any other queries. There we go, any other queries that we have already saved. So once you have this how you want, let's go ahead and click close and load, and it'll open up a new worksheet, and it's going to pop all that data in there. It's going to put it through the Power Query Editor and remove the columns that we removed and do any of the other transformations that we want. And now we have the data, and it is in Excel, but linked to our Access database. So let's go into the database and let's change some stuff and see if it's going to fill in here. Let's change this record, Elizabeth Anderson. Let's change anything up here. So I'm going to open up Access again. Let's go to our test database. Okay, log in, sure. Now let's go to customers, open that up, and let's find Elizabeth. I don't know where she is. Elizabeth. Okay. Is that the only one? Yep. Okay, here's Elizabeth. Okay, if I scroll to the left, let's give an email address. test@test.com. Go ahead and hit enter. Now let's save this guy. Now I'm directly editing the record in the table. This is not a good idea. You should not be doing this in Access, although it's going to work. So let's go back to the spreadsheet. Where was she? Elizabeth Anderson, email address. Now let's go to the data tab hit refresh just to refresh this worksheet, or you could hit refresh all to do all of them. And it should fill in with her email address any moment now. There we go, test@test.com. So how cool is that? Now we can use Microsoft Access to hold all the data, store all the data, and it can store so much more data than Microsoft Excel. And then we can just pull in only the data that we want into Microsoft Excel. And what you can do is you can use Microsoft Access to create a bunch of queries, and the queries can return subsets of all of your data. So you can have tons and tons of data over here and whatever you want, and then get little subsets of the data over here, order details, extended, whatever you want. And then using the subsets of data, you can import that into Microsoft Excel, so you can go ahead and work with that. So you can go ahead and work with specific customers or specific employees just in Microsoft Excel. So that allows you to add either another layer of abstraction or another layer of reporting, where you can have someone manage the slightly more, or maybe more than slightly more complex Microsoft Access, and then everyone else can happily work in Microsoft Excel to at least view that data. Maybe you shouldn't let them edit the data from Excel, but at least view it and make nice, pretty reports from Microsoft Excel. And that's really all there is to importing Access data into Microsoft Excel. The hardest part of this whole thing is going to be to set up your Access database and make that how you want. Getting it into Excel is actually the easy part. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you liked the tutorial. If it was helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and make sure to subscribe and accept notifications so you can see all the new tutorials.